Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to r/ChoosingBeggars, a subreddit about people being way too picky. And our first choosing beggar of the day is brought to us by user/tlomo. Hiya, I saw on your post that you're building a Christmas village for someone. Hey, you read my message? Hey, sorry, it's just kind of late and I figured I would get back to you in the morning. But yes, I'm building a Christmas village display for 2 people at the moment. Wow, way to run a business. Well, I would really like one, please. I'm sorry, it's 2 in the morning and I'm just up with my 6-month-old. But alright, how big were you thinking? How big is the one you're building? This one will be 6 foot tall and it has 6 shelves. Oh, that's perfect. When could I get it by? I could get it done by the end of next week. I do require cost of materials before I start to build. For a 6 foot one, it'll be $110 and I'll need $50 up front. I can send you my PayPal link or we can meet up sometime this week. Hold up! You're charging for these? Lol, what? Why? Who can afford that? Of course I charge. I'm not going to buy the wood and whatever else and spend my time building something for free. I thought that was a pretty fair price, to be honest. And 2 other people can afford that so far, so did you want one or not? Lol, you're literally stapling wood together and charging people? What is life? I have to buy the wood to build it, and I'm not stapling it. But if I was, I would also need to purchase the staples to do it. My dad can literally build this like tomorrow. I'm not gonna pay for that. Can you just hook it up this once? I really want one. Well, then I'm not sure why we're having this conversation, since you'll have one tomorrow after your dad builds it. Sorry, can't just hook it up. Wow, that's a rude thing to say. Come on, I have all the village stuff to put in it already. I've already wasted plenty of money getting those things. Hello? Are you effing serious? I'm gonna leave an effing brutal review. On what? My personal page? I don't have a business and I'm doing this in my free time for extra income. Thanks for your interest, but no thanks. Wow. Hello? Wow, you're effing rude and I've been nice since the first message. Leaving review now, you butt. Hello? I'll pay $40. Jesus Christ, F you. Hello? And if you guys thought that was it, you are seriously mistaken. Because a few weeks later, this choosing beggar makes a return. So my dude, it's after Christmas, why don't we work out a deal and you do one of those villages for $30? Let me think about it and I'll get back to you. Oh, okay, awesome. I think I'd want it stained a blue color, cause that's usually my theme for Christmas. Thought about it and gonna have to go with an F no. But hey, thanks for your interest. Oh my god, are you effing serious? How effing rude can you be? It's after Christmas. $30 is a generous offer for something you're not gonna be able to sell for a year. Just wow. F you and your stupid effing village. You do realize that's not the only thing I produce and sell, right? Someone literally ordered one this year and by word of mouth I had orders flood in. Then I have your peasant butt coming at me offering me not even enough to pay for the wood. Wow. Man, where the F do I leave a review for you? I looked all over and I most definitely want to leave one. By law, you have to tell me. By law? What the F are you even talking about? Yes, you moron. You're a seller, I'm a buyer. Who has rights to be able to warn others of you, moron? In the words of you, hold up. You cannot be serious. You're the one who is literally harassing me to build you stuff for free. F off, loser, I'll find it myself. I know your family and you're effed. So effed. So effing rude. You think you're funny? Gah, F you. You are over. Hello? What the F? Dude, what the F? Wow, I really love these ones where the choosing beggar just doesn't get it. But our next post by user/TheBrennan Co shows us the perfect way of dealing with a situation like this one. For reference, OP is a tattoo artist. What's your rate? $2.20 an hour, but I pretty much charge by the piece. What do you have in mind? I want to get something on my leg covered up, but that's out of my price range. Okay, well, Ink Monkey, Big City, and Idle Hands are local shops with great artists if you want to shop around. I'm out of the States at the moment anyway, so there would be a wait. Can you cut me a deal? I'm a single mum. I don't give an F if you run an orphanage, to be honest. Wow, F you, dude. How about I let everyone know you're a butt? So yes, quick, efficient, and there were absolutely no problems. This is how you deal with a choosing beggar. Our next post is by user/Kawasaki Cadet. Hey, you still got the bike for sale? What's your lowest price? Hey there, yep, the bike is still available. I'm asking for $250, but I'm a little negotiable on the price. How much were you thinking? Well, you're in the area, right? If I get a ride to pick it up, can you do 100? Cause you're like an hour away. No, sorry, 100 is way too low. I've had offers for 200 already, so 220 would be the lowest I would accept. Unless, of course, you can come get it today, and then I'll let it go for 200. I gotta drive an hour to you, man, so 120 is all you're gonna get. Or you drop it off to me in like 2 hours, and I'll give you 140, okay? I'm sorry, I already stated in the ad that it was pickup only. I won't deliver it, and as I said, I've already had offers for 200 tomorrow from people locally. So I don't see any reason for me to accept your offer. But let me know if you can come pick it up for 200 anytime today and it's yours. Dude, come on, you're being dumb. You're not gonna get 200 for it. Just bring it to me and get 120 right now. Yo, I found a ride and I'll be there in like 45 minutes. What's your address? I got 100 cash for you right now. Hello? Dude, alright man, the offer's gonna keep going less if you don't reply, man. Right now, I got 80 if you answer, or when I get there, I'll only pay 60. I'm not giving you my address because I'm not accepting your offer. I've already said multiple times now, but I won't take less than 200 for it. So I don't know where you're driving right now, but you're not buying my bike for 60 or 80 or even 100. I really hope you're not actually driving towards me, because if so, you're just wasting time and gas. Please don't contact me again unless you're bringing 200 for my bike. Man, F you, you're full of trash. We had a deal and now you're backing out? How about I just take your epic bike and you get nothing? See you soon, bad boy. Sounds great. I'll see you when you get here, bud. Let me know how long it takes you to find my house. If you can find me before the end of the day, you can have the bike for free. Haha, you think you're funny. Just tell me where you live if you think you're so tough. Okay, alright, fine man, I'll give you 220. What's your address? And then our choosing beggar just devolves into a whole bunch of swearing, as is normally the case when they don't get what they want. Our next post is a slightly longer one by user/TinderGuy11. I run a company where we hire out wedding and event service providers, with our main focus being photography and videography. Other services include DJs, drone pilots, hair and makeup artists, but these aren't relevant. So a few months back, I get an instant chat from a bride via our website. She informs me that they're coming down to South Africa in December and they need a wedding photographer and videographer. I send out packages to her and she says her fiancé wants to call me. I say that's fine and give her my number. A few hours pass and I'd almost forgotten about them, but my phone finally rings. The fiancé, speaking in a very heavy German accent, starts sweet-talking me, mentioning how people rave about our fantastic work and service. I'm calling BS on every word he says, but I'm also infamous for my inability to say no. He ends up offering us about a third of what the packages charge, offering to make the hours less, removing any physical copies. He also adds that he'll give us a $500 tip on the night. I ask him why I can't just add that as part of the quote, to which he just replies, "Gentleman's agreement." Anyway, somehow I accept his insane offer. If I was a drinker, I'd be saying that I really should stop drinking at work. Note well, I had emphasized that they'll get no overtime. If my people stay 1 minute longer than agreed upon, I'm gonna charge. He said this was fine. So what they required us for was 2 hours for the Friday and 3 hours for the Saturday. Nothing too hectic, hence why I agreed. But it did require me redoing the entire shift list for that weekend, as to free 2 qualified people up to go cover their events. The Friday event, I did all the photos myself and took one of the videographers with me, and I will add they were insanely nice, especially the groom. The time did drag a bit because there really wasn't much to shoot, just a group of people sitting around a table, but whatever. After an hour and a half, the groom told us we could leave. Awesome. I wasn't able to go to the second evening myself. I'd made them aware of this from the start, but said a different photographer, one much more talented than me, if I'm being honest, and the same videographer from the night before. They were booked from 18:15 to 21:15. I told them to stay until 21:45 to make up the 30 minutes they had skipped the night before. So, how we work is that none of my people own their own gear and everything belongs to me. Therefore, after each shift, the shooters have to return their gear to me. The wedding they were shooting was about a 25-minute drive from my place, and the one I was shooting was an hour drive. I was also booking until 22:00. I got home after 11 and saw that they hadn't returned yet. All my other teams started arriving shortly after me and returned their gear, but no sign of those two. This had me worried as they were working the closest and were supposed to finish before anyone else. I tried calling, but no answer from either of them. Just before midnight, I got in my car and went out to look for them. I had driven for about 10 minutes when I saw them passing me from the opposite direction. I turned my car around and drove home. I asked them what had happened. They explained that they had stayed until 21:45 as ordered, but as they were about to start packing up, the bride had sent her maid of honor to request another hour. They had specifically said that they'll talk to me about it afterward and I can just add it to their invoice. They were also making my videographer do things that were only reserved for our biggest package. More importantly though, apparently the couple had gone full entitled people at this event, yelling at my photographer and just being completely rude. I have a very low tolerance for rude people. The next afternoon, Sunday, I see I have a missed call from the groom and then a voice note, thanking me for my team and then adding that they're leaving the country in 7 days. So they'll appreciate it if I can have their wedding photos and videos done before then. They also want all their raw materials on a hard drive. He had no mention of the overtime. I stared at his message kinda dumbstruck, as our contract clearly stipulates that the waiting period for photos is 4 weeks and 8 weeks for video. His quotation also clearly said no physical copies. I texted him back the next morning, saying that there was no way I was going to have everything done before January. I did offer to give them raws before they leave, but a hard drive would have to be added to the invoice, along with the overtime bill. To this, he replied that he would like to call me to discuss our situation. I knew exactly what was coming up and I was dreading that phone call. The phone call happened later that afternoon. This story has already gone on way too long, so I'm gonna skip most of it and just cut to the parts that made my blood boil. So you can't have it done before we leave? Unfortunately not. Oh, that disappoints me because all our guests are asking how much longer the photos are gonna take, but we understand. Great, I'm glad you understand. I can give you the raws if you wish, but you'll have to pay for an external. I have some in stock. I don't want to pay for a hard drive. Can you just WeTransfer me all the raws? No, I can't. Oh, why? Because it's over 100 gigs of material, and this is South Africa. With our internet speed, it'll take about 2 years. Oh, do you think we need the raw materials? No, I don't. Okay. A long, awkward pause. I don't understand why there's an overtime bill. Because he asked my people to stay an extra hour. No, they only stayed 10 minutes longer and you owed us 30 minutes from the night before. I took the 30 minutes into account and they still stayed an hour after that. No, that's not true. I have the timestamps on the photos when the first and last ones were taken. You want me to send that to you? No, I don't. Awesome. But we hired you and got someone else. You hired the company, not me. And on Friday, you even said that I must enjoy my wedding on Saturday. You always knew you weren't getting me. But we're not happy with who you sent. Really? Why is that? I just don't think we should be charged extra for them. Unfortunately, that's what we agreed upon. But can you offer me a better price on the overtime? I'm offering you a better price on the overtime. Oh, but this is the best you can do? If you take into account the tip we never got, then this is actually almost nothing. What tip? The gentleman's agreement we made. I don't know what you mean. That's the surprise of the century. So when do we get the photos? In January, but you need to pay the rest of your invoice first, including the overtime. Yes, you send us everything and then we pay. No, the contract you sign stipulates that you will receive nothing until an invoice has been settled. That's our policy. Yes, but then we don't know if you ever send the photos. I thought you had heard so many people tell us about how great our service is. Yeah, but I'm not happy about this. You send us everything and we decide if we want to pay. Yeah, that's not happening. But you cannot ask me to trust you like this. You're right, we cannot trust each other. I think the simplest solution is that I refund your deposit, delete your wedding, and we can be done with each other because I've had enough. I feel I've offended you. You haven't, but you're wasting my time and I'm done doing favors for you. The only difference between you and our other clients is that they all paid full price. Okay. Great, I'll wait for the money to show up in my account and then I'll start the editing process. And you cannot offer me a better price on the overtime? Have a good Christmas, and I hung up the phone. The next morning, the bride sent me a text that they just paid the outstanding balance and now want their photos because January's a long time to wait. January was 8 days away. It's now been 3 days, and the money has yet to show up in my account. Alright everyone, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel for edit videos every second day. But with that said, that is it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See you later, guys.